When the enemy's within me, picture me, my identity's when they're checking my pedigree. This is my autobiography, more than a philosophy. Life is living and I gotta be driven, given my history, rising above the odds of World War Who? You, World War Who? It's up, World War Who? It's true, I think we're fighting ourselves. World War Who? World War Who? It's you, World War Who? It's self, I think I'm fighting myself.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the World Warrior Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Mansfield. And in today's episode, I want to talk about something that's, everywhere and anywhere on the internet. When you go and looking for inspiration or motivation, one of the key phrases or statements you're going to find is consistency is key. Consistency is the most important part of you becoming successful. So you'll find this from whether it's fitness gurus, whether it's relationship gurus, whether it's business gurus, whether it's spiritual gurus. Consistency is the key word or key phrase that you're going to find in most of their speeches and talks. But what I want to talk about today is not necessarily consistency, but what I have noticed in that, as much as consistency is the key to succeeding, the problem is not consistency. The problem is not that people are not consistent. I believe the problem is people are consistent in the wrong things. So consistency is not an issue. People are consistent, but they are consistent in the wrong things. So this is where the mental shift needs to happen. From you changing your perspective or your mind to say that I'm going to stop being consistent in doing the bad and the negative, and I'll start being consistent in doing the good and the positive. So you look at it, if you're trying to lose weight, right? Consistency is breaking another consistency. You gained so much weight because you were consistently making wrong diet decisions and making wrong exercise decisions. There's a compound effect that has led you to the place where you are now. You were consistent in eating pizza, lots of processed sugars, lots of soft drinks, all these bad habits. You were consistent in those habits. So what you now need to do is to take that same energy and change it to your diet and your exercise. So you don't have a consistency problem. It's not that you are not consistent, but you just need to make a mental shift to become consistent on the things that actually matter. So whether it's in business, it's in school, it's sport, it's a relationship, it's in ministry, whatever it is you're doing, you just need to figure out where you've been consistent and how you've been consistent there and hack that from that place. Because your success hinges on you being consistent on the right things. So this is something that I just thought I would bring to you guys and just share it, because I strongly believe that as people, we understand certain things and we struggle because of certain things. But because we understand that we are consistent, so why am I failing? This is where people lose heart. So people start off and say, I'm going to be going on a diet, or I'm going to be exercising 3 times in a week or 3 times in a day. 1 week in, they are not seeing results. Now they've been consistently doing it for 7 days, 3 times a day. After 7 days, they're not seeing any result. So they start questioning that consistency. But I've been doing this 3 times a day for 7 days a week. People get disheartened. And this is because as human beings, naturally, we are result oriented. We don't like process. We like results. We like instant gratification. This explains why we eat 2-minute noodles. This is why it explains why we've got microwaves. We want things to happen instantly. But consistency has to do with time and longevity. It happens over a period of time. If you go online right now and Google how to create a new habit or how to break a habit, you will see things like it takes 21 days to create a habit. That is a lot of consistency. That is you repeating the same thing over and over and over and over and over again until it becomes a consistent part of your life. So the hack is not that you are not consistent. It's just that you need to focus your energy on what you need to be consistent in. So you need to change the way that you think. Do not lose heart because you're not seeing results when you're expecting results, but rather focus on the process, focus on the consistency. It took you 18 years to become 18 years old. So you cannot change that. You cannot jump or, fast track that. You cannot. You need to be consistent for you to get the results that you want. There is a process, there is a journey. But you need to choose what you are going to persist on and be consistent in. That is where the sweet spot is. Finding what you need to be consistent in. And you will see that things will start changing. You'll see that your habits will start changing. You start creating new habits. Because the problem, like I said, is not that you are not consistent. You've just been making wrong choices and wrong decisions. So there's a place where this whole thing needs to start. It needs to start in your mind. It needs to start as a mindset, as a way of thinking. That, you know what, for me to break this habit, I need to create another good habit. So do not worry so much about consistency being the key, but worry so much about where can I be consistent. Because you are in this place that you are right now because you are consistent. You are in this place right now. Whatever is happening in your life right now is happening because you have been consistent in whatever it is you're doing. So it's now time to change that. I've been in this cycle for whatever odd years. I need to break out of this cycle. I've been consistently lying. I've been consistently cheating. I've been consistently not exercising. I've been consistently not saving. I've been consistently not investing. You are where you are today because you are consistent. But it's time for you to shift. It's time for you to change. It's time for you to say, no, this needs to stop. This is consistency, but I can break this and use the same energy to make myself better. That is where our success is. That is where the shift is. So when you listen to these gurus, when you listen to these people talk about consistency is key, take this in mind. Yes, consistency is key, but I need to be consistent in the right things. That is how you change things. That is how you shift things. Bad habits, good habits. Negative, positive. The key is still consistency. The choice is yours. Are you going to stay here and consistently be the person that you are bored with, the person that you do not want to be? Or you're going to be consistent and become the person that you actually want to be? So it all boils down to making the right decisions, making calculated decisions, making the right choices, taking the right risks. That is where success is. And it's all about gathering information, getting educated, and finding your sweet spot. So that's all I just wanted to share with you guys today. But always remember, you are consistent. The plan moving forward is to become consistent in the right things. I hope this helps someone out there. And as always, I hope you and yours are safe. We'll catch you again next week.
World War Who? You. World War Who? It's up. World War Who? It's true. I think we're fighting ourselves. World War Who? World War Who? It's you. World War Who? It's self. I think I'm fighting myself.